Everybody wants to feel like they have a place in the world, and everybody wants to feel like they're going to leave their mark in the world on some level. And for these guys, it's so much harder.
Having a student with special needs is very difficult. It is a very trying time in a family, and to be able to have a support group of professionals and staff that can really help guide you through that and get your child to the best place that they could be, whatever that means for them, is really what I think High Road helps the districts and the families.
This is truly an educational success story, because in many instances these are students who fall between the cracks, where people cannot meet the challenges of successfully educating them.
The type of students that come to New Hope Academy are students who are engaged in the IEP process. So these are students who have an IEP written, they have specific needs, academic and social emotional needs.
Sometimes you'll have students who are in 11th grade who are functioning on a 3rd grade level, and then other times you get students who are functioning at or above grade level. They just aren't able to be served in a public school setting.
Some of the students that I have come into contact with, they've been in a lot of situations where they're coming to school and they're looking at school as an outlet.
She had behavioral problems, oppositional, she was very oppositional. Along with that, she also had learning disabilities. So she needed support in all avenues of learning and everyday life.
Businesses and organizations want to work with our kids because their understanding is once our kids graduate, they will go back in the community. But they also live in the community. So the best way to partner with our students is to make them a part of that.
We always want our students to be able to excel outside, not only academically, but also socially. So what the teacher does is they spend a lot of time being very accountable, being very consistent, and being very structured in the classroom with the student.
My teachers, they're supportive, they're there for me more than another teacher would in a regular school.
It's not like 28 kids in one class, it's like a little small group, like 9 or 8. And it's easier because all the kids get full attention by the teacher.
If I was still in public school, I don't think I would have made it this far.
These kids want to be here. I don't know if this is the last chance I have before I'm totally kicked out of school, but when they come into New Hope, they realize that people care. Number one, they care as soon as they walk through the door because they're watching out for the students' safety, because they're making certain that the kids are coming in only with those things that they need to have a successful school day.
It's really important that our students are engaged in an active learning process so that they don't act out and so that their behaviors don't overshadow their academic abilities.
It's a very enriching type of environment, very supportive to all students, but first and foremost, it has outstanding teachers, outstanding leadership, which is very important, and an outstanding curriculum.
Our goal is always to send students back to their sending school.
So they need to be ready to go back to that home school, high school or middle school, and walk right through that door and be ready to fit in both socially and academically.
We also have a transitional office that bridge the gap between high school and the real world.
Here at High Road, we're exposing them to a wide variety of opportunities. The students learn real life skills here, basically all trades: plumbing, electrical, drywall, carpentry, painting, and anything else you might run across, brick masonry.
We have a subject for transitioning, and it helps us with interviews for working.
The school has a career exploration class that happens twice a week. It takes a career inventory and helps us see different occupations and different schools that we could apply to.
If it wasn't for High Roads, he would just be lost in the regular school system. He would probably be labeled as the troublemaker.
He has so much that he looked forward to when he come to High Road, knowing that he achieved. He have learned more, he become more responsible, and now he could take these things with him into the future.
They worked on her behavior, they challenged her to learn more, and it all worked out wonderfully.
You know, when a parent breaks down in an IEP meeting and starts tearing up about how proud they are of their child's progress after years of frustration and failure, it makes all the bad days you can imagine just kind of melt away.